talk about that separately. Well, Stephen, how are you doing? I see that you've been extremely busy, even in this situation,
Yes.
a lockdown. So, is this more creative space for yourself, or like even ridiculously busy?
So it was actually a series of things was going on. First of
Yeah,
all, I'm an artist who, God's grace, we work so much on the
yeah,
road.
yeah,
I'm a performer. So every day we are at some other place, some other
yeah,
airport,
yeah.
hotels, or just taking a session 2 3 days at rehearsal sessions. So,
There you go. You're busy.
oh, Mr. Shivamani is calling.
Go.
Anna.
Siva, wow. Hey, Sai Ram.
Yes, Anna, going on. I just spoke. I was speaking about. We just spoke about you.
All the best, all the best, all the best.
Thank you, Anna.
Call me.
Thank you, Anna. I'll call.
So he called you to check whether you were on this podcast, is it, or what?
No, we were actually planning for something for day after tomorrow. We actually performing online concert.
Wow,
For
wow.
for an online agency or something. So
Right.
they want to do a run through what we are going to do, and they want
Okay.
to start the meeting. So suddenly he remembered and he said he was thinking it is now. Day after tomorrow.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am.
So you were talking about how busy you are even in this situation.
So so when the suddenly the lockdown came, I was very happy because I can stay at home. I have a my family is very small. My wife and my son,
Yeah.
and so I figured out, okay, a couple of days I can spend my time with my family. Then I was listening to the news and things were going around. Then I figured out the whole world is down,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so I should start working on something which I never worked. So one
Right.
project is going on which I never even got little time to work on. That's why I'm doing that. And you are a musician, you are an entertainer, so people will expect you, to do something for them. And
Yeah.
everyone started asking me, can you come to our page and perform? Can you do this? Can you do this selfie video? Can you be featured in a video? So I didn't say no, but who's a stage that I have to say no? Something or else someone will come with some project, and I have to keep on. And TVs are there. People need content, and there are a lot of panic situations going on. So as an entertainer, as a musician, I try my best to
Yeah.
make everyone happy. That is what I entertain as.
Thanks for saying yes to me.
I'm glad. I'm happy.
Thank you. I feel very privileged. So, Stephen, obviously you've worked and you've traveled with so many legends, and I would love to know what was it like when you met AR for the first time ever. Do you have any memories of that?
When I met AR was when I was 23, 22 years old. Uh,
Wow.
First concert, it's not a concert. Alphonse was doing music for his movie, and
Yeah.
he was the audio launch is done by AR through a producer of his.
Yeah.
Friend. He's the
Yeah.
same producer for Alphonse. So
Yeah.
came and he was there. After that, that was the first time I'm seeing in real, and I was performing on stage with him,
Yeah.
with Alphonse.
Yeah.
So then it was. See, I've grown up listening to AR music.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
was seventh standard, first time I heard about
Yeah.
Roja, and
Yeah.
I seven or eighth standard, seventh standard. Then
Yeah.
then the sound was different. Even I didn't hear. I used to listen much of Western music because my dad got a stereo deck from
Yeah.
Dubai. So I started collecting cassettes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gentleman, Kadalan. I was waiting to hear something, a new project of AR.
Yeah.
So I used to listen and keep listening that songs for every day. Every day after my school, I come put the song. So I know that there are a lot of sound is coming. I don't know where. As I have a small keyboard at my home, so I started figuring out how to play and all
Wow.
those things. Started learning. So actually, my part of my musical ideas came from his songs.
Oh, wow.
Then I was wishing him that I want to meet him.
Yeah.
And I heard he's in Chennai, where I'm in Palakkad, and I don't know how to. Said one day, Srini, I just played a solo when I was after those years, 16, 17 years of age. And Srini's, I played, and Srini just came. He was so happy to meet, and he took my number, and then he said, I spoke to you. I spoke about you to AR. And I said, wow. And, in fact, I got an opportunity to work with Praveen Mani.
Wow, yes.
Everyone knows Praveen Mani is a great producer, he's an amazing musician, and a good human being. So I started working with him, and in a couple of projects of AR, Praveen used to take, for background scores and all.
Yes.
So I started working like that.
Yeah. Wow.
So between a third party, I started working with AR.
Yeah.
But Praveen Mani.
Yeah.
Then there was a movie called Arigia Tamil Magan.
Yeah, that is right. Yes.
Yeah. I am not sure about what movie. And Praveen called me and said, I come to AR Studio. We have that time I was in Chennai. So that time I was around 24, 25.
Yeah.
So that I used to work with a lot of music directors. So I was so happy to work for him and that movie.
Yeah.
3 portions I did, and he came and listened, and he liked a couple of sound which I did, and that was a good experience working.
Wow. Amazing.
After this Oscar award, he won the Oscar award. After that, he was rebuilding the band. He was expanding, so he wanted a keyboard player. There is already a keyboard player, Shankar is a good keyboard player. So you want another person, that was me. So I started working, and I think Rapport was the agency, but I was completely.
And by the way, Deepak Gatani was on my podcast just last night.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Deepak was there, and we had a great time performing a lot of concerts, and had some amazing rehearsals where 9 o'clock we start, and morning sunrise we close the rehearsal, and it was all spending some time. Sometimes he comes to my keyboard and he'll play a couple of things.
Wow.
He will show me a couple of things, and I had some great time working with him.
The thing is, I mean, you're obviously the best we could find in India, and of course one of the best in the world. And you're collaborating with a legend like A.R.Rahman. I'm just curious to know, what's the creative process like when the two of you get together?
We didn't have much time really together, but I always watch him how to manage with other musicians.
Right.
Because I'm also growing. I was growing. Still I'm growing. So we have a lot of things that you can learn from people who we love and admire. There are a lot of things that we can take. Certain music. See, I've grown up with like that. I never had a musical heritage. My dad. No one is in professional musicians.
Right.
So obviously you wanted to see another musician, what they do when panic state comes and situations comes, when you take a solo. Like I watch other great musicians, like when I was performing with Zacharus, and I used to watch him, how he's taking the solos, how he deal with our audience, and everything. So a lot of things that I learned from AR. First of all, the way he deals with other people, his calmness. The way he deals, there's peace in it. That's very important for an artist, because artist is always creative people have frustration, mood swings. Certain things that you have to learn. You have to learn from someone. So that I got it from him. And musically, I got an opportunity to work with him for one whole album he was producing. AR was producing. I think he was the producer for the album.
Right.
Initiating. So he called me into the studio and said, "Hey, this is Rashid Ali. I met Rashid Ali. He sang Kabhi Kabhi song."
Yes.
I think, So that I met. He's an amazing artist. Guitar player, singer. So he had a couple of songs, which I have said. You work on the production, you take care of the music production. So Then I was asking him that I don't know how certain songs that you want me to do. So he then said a couple of musical terms and
Right.
clinics that
Right.
we had discussions. So
Wow.
I think what he really looking forward,
Yeah.
what he is looking for, and he made sure he said, you make me excited. That's the thing which I want. I
Right.
want to get excited when.
Wow.
So that is what. So I used to think from his side what he would love to do,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
he would love to have from me as a producer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we had a great time and that even Rashid still remember the works. I think almost 7, 8 songs I did for AR.
Yeah.
That's one project which I did. And after that, on the concert also, sometime he comes to me and said a couple of songs changing. If I'm changing the chords or something, he just tried to help. He
Right.
helped.
Okay.
And for Vinay Tandi Varuvaya, there was an audio launch. So
Yes.
I was asked to play the piano for that.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that was another challenging work for me because after his Oscar, that is the first movie which is going to be released, and it is completely acoustically we are doing. So piano was there, Alphonse was playing the bass, and there was one guitar player. So it
Yeah.
is completely acoustic.
Right.
All
Right.
singers, even it is unbeloved, it's like a very house beats, but
Yeah.
everything is piano.
Wow.
Everything is
Wow.
piano. I got a lot of challenge and a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
and I know that I can't do it just like that at a concert.
Yeah.
It's very serious
Yeah.
concert of other Hollywood
Yeah.
people watching the
Yeah.
event. So, but we had a great time. So certain things before the final, then he came to listen the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm just recollecting how it was. So he came and I gave some tips how to handle certain songs,
Right.
and we had a blast.
Wow. Amazing.
We spent around 2, 3 days together working on that project.
Great. Amazing. Great story. One of
There
the
are a lot of things that we can learn from him as a experienced
yeah.
musician, as a producer, as a human. That is very important because there are a lot of great musicians where their human side is very weak. So AR is a great example for that.
Thank you. Awesome. And likewise, I mean, the human in yourself too. It's so inspiring. Thank you so much once again. You being so humble, being one of the best keyboard players in the whole world. So thank you. Thank you so much once again. So the thing is, one of the things that I really have to ask you is, I had traveled to Sydney, and you know what I'm going to talk about is the 2010 concert in Sydney, where you had a blast and you smashed the hell out of that keyboard, and the whole crowd went crazy. And that YouTube clip,
Oh,
the YouTube clip is still ticking on the views. It's so many years now. It's almost 10 years past that concert, and you killed it. Just wanting to know what was running in your mind, and then how did you even manage to do something so magical?
So for AR concert, there is that time, there was not much possibility to do solos for other musicians. Where
Yeah.
it is AR show, so AR would be completely
Yeah.
not other musicians.
Right.
So when I joined, Shiva was there. Shiva used to take a couple of solos,
Yeah. Yeah.
not other musicians.
Yeah.
There was Sanjeev was there, Keith was there, I was there. A couple of musicians who can take themselves for some, if you have a space, you can create some impromptu or something, apart from we are doing AR songs.
Yeah.
So I think someone brought the idea. I don't know, maybe AR or Deepak brought the idea. Not for the Sydney show. Before there was one show.
Right.
In Calicut and Bombay, we had a show, other
Okay.
show.
Okay.
So there, they said, okay, there we can have a minute of musicians playing solo, and we will come to a song, either Mustafa or something. We will
Right.
come to a song.
Right.
So it was the beginning of getting a solo for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So then, when the sound check and rehearsal goes, and he comes, then he's a guy. AR loves fun. Huh? He's then said, Stephen, you have 1 minute. You play with your leg. Take a solo. something he will just make
Right.
a make a
Right.
laugh
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
So, but Sydney was, for me, it was very much challenging because uh, we reached 3 4 days back, and first day will be like lazy, chilling
Yeah.
out, and but we have work, we have
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
rehearsal, and we have
Yeah.
because it was a huge show. I think we have 100,000 people were there, more
Yes.
than
Yes.
100,000 people were
And I
there
was right in the front.
in the front. So maybe you came in the afternoon because
Yep.
audience started coming.
Yes. Yes. Or rather, before lunch, I was there.
Oh, okay. A lot of people were running at lunchtime and staying there. so,
Yeah.
so at show the previous day, I think I went out with my friend. He was studying there. So we
Yes.
had something. My stomach went upset. So
Oh,
yeah, that the whole day I was unwell.
oh
And
no.
day I was really unwell, and Murthy sir was the coordinator, he's the
Yeah.
orchestra
Yeah.
director,
Yeah.
and I told him, sir, I am unwell. My stomach is complete. Then he
Yeah.
said, no problem, take light food and take a lot of water, and
Yeah.
all those
Yeah.
things he
Yeah.
told. And the backstage there was a musicians area, and there was another place you can take rest. There was one
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah.
I was lying, and actually I was completely weak because of I'm training actually,
Right.
because whatever I eat, it was just
Oh
going.
no. Okay.
So I was weak. So before the concert, Naveen was there, flute Naveen was there, and Naveen also. Sometimes he take amazing solos in that.
Mm,
So
mm.
he came, and I asked him. I think, brother, we want to pray for some time, and we had a 1 minute of prayer, and it was very good. And still I lie down. Mutisa said, you lie down. When it is going to start, you come and
Yeah.
join.
Yeah.
So, and before I'm taking the solo, also I was feeling drowsy,
Wow.
and I used to drink water, and there was something which I mixed it. I think some orange
Yeah.
mixed drink
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah.
that. Then I took the solo. So actually, I want to say that I was very weak.
Wow.
Uh, when you are weak, you pray to that energy.
Wow.
That energy will take over. So that is
Yes.
what happened. So I don't want to take any credit of whatever happened there. It's all
Wow.
credit to Almighty.
Wow. Amazing. Um, I don't know. I know it was a very complex piece of music that you played. Do you actually remember what you played?
I played actually. I was trying to make of the enthusiastic performance. It was not
Right.
at all melodious.
Yes. Yes.
It was an enthusiastic because you have a minute. You have a
Yes.
minute, and you need to get the audience on
Wow.
the means you have to be in that
Wow.
level. So I can't play anything. Just go and okay. They might say that okay, the song is starting. Can't do any melody,
Right.
so
Right.
I just thought I'll just kick in. And I think I didn't play even for a minute. I just played for 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. That's all the time I was allowed to play.
You have
So
no idea the number of times I must have watched that clip again and again and again and again.
but I was using the whole note. I was using whole note.
Wow.
Yeah. Then sorry, I was growing all the chromatics actually. Yeah, something. But the tone was B3 Hammond. It
Yeah.
was B3 Hammond.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love B3 Hammond because I used to watch a lot of John Lord,
Yeah.
lot of John. I'm a big John
Yeah.
Lord fan, so
Wow.
I watch him couple of. Also, when I was very young, I used to go behind how to do the scomping with B3.
Yeah.
So B3
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
so
Right. Okay.
like that song.
Great. Well, Stephen, as much as I want to have this conversation for long and long and long, unfortunately, I can't because we are short of time. But however, I was just wondering maybe you might have some favorite AR songs that you could think of, and you could probably do some sort of a medley for the next minute or two, if that's okay with you.
All his songs is favorite. Is my favorite. All his songs, I hear it as there is a lesson in that. There is something which you get inspired. So every song there is something that you can be inspired of. That is the AR.
Right.
I think there are a lot of musicians, music directors, but he is something different. So I can play all day his songs because I learned a lot of songs of him from young
Yeah.
age, and
Yeah.
I'll play a couple of things what you want. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah. Okay, I'll use this. Can I go with the song?
Yes. Yes.
There's the BGM which I want to play.
Beautiful, beautiful, amazing.
Maybe later that I can play the whole day.
Uh, I just feel like giving up everything here in Australia and moving over to your apartment, Stephen.
Welcome, Chandan.
uh, Before I let you go, I know we are running out of time. I just have one last thing to ask you. If there was a little message that you want to give to AR, what would that be? I know he is going to watch it when it comes out. Trust me.
I want to share one thing that he has inspired a lot of people like me. Like I'm also a musician who's really inspired by AR. So what he has done is everything is in a pace that where what he wanted and more than that, the Almighty God wanted. So keep doing and bring peace and bring great music as always he does.
Because you're very humble. Thank you.
Because of his work, lot of people still surviving with his music. That is a greatest thing that he can do. He gave job for a lot of people. That is a good thing. So, sir, you keep doing that, and may the world get
great.
better.
Thank you. Awesome. It's such an amazing message. Stephen, thank you so much once again for coming. I don't want to hold you up anymore because you have another meeting coming up, but I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for making it happen for me. Thank you so much once again.
You saw the phone and they're calling me.